G'day to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And as you can see, there's a vehicle here bogged in the sand, and there's another vehicle trying to pull them out. It's a very, very low tide. Let's see how they go. Yeah, making good progress. Well done. Teamwork. See what happens when people work as teams? Everything is possible. Anyway, let's go on a walk and talk. As you can see, we've got a sunset happening. I'm at Little Beach, and it's the end of the day. It's the end of Monday. Another beautiful day up here in paradise. And what we'll do is we'll go on a walk and talk. And I want to go through a book entitled Getting Comfy by the author Jordon. Getting Comfy by Jordon. And an interesting book on basically how we start our day and making the most of that initial kick-off in the morning. So I'm all settled now. We've got the sun going down. There's a few pelicans on the beach. So what I want to do now is just kick off with a quote which comes from this book, where the author says, and it's an interesting saying, this one here, I like it. I will use it many, many times. The author says that the person you spend most time with is, drum roll, boom, 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 yourself. The person that we spend most time with is ourselves. So it makes sense. It makes absolute sense that we should invest as much time and effort into our growth and our development that we possibly can to make the most of the most important relationship that we'll ever have, the one that we have with ourselves. Pretty profound, a pretty profound sort of statement. So where does this lead us? So what the author then goes on to say, that it's critical, it's very, very important that we kick off the day, we kick off the morning with a routine, so we get off to a good start. Getting off to a good start every day is critical, because what it does is it sets the tone for the whole morning and for the whole day. So what the author is suggesting here is that we need a morning routine, and a morning routine, just not any morning routine, but a morning routine that makes it exciting for you to get out of bed every single day. So what the author does here is that he uses a term called comfy, C-O-M-F-Y. And what comfy means, according to this author, is calmness, openness, movement, fun, and your passions. So the author here says that if we can incorporate this mnemonic in our daily lives, the comfy mnemonic, then it can have a significant impact on our day and on our lifestyle. So what we'll do is we'll step through each of these letters of this mnemonic and try and understand a little bit better what it means. So the first formal point to come out of this book is where the author talks about calmness and openness, which are the first two steps of the comfy network. So what does the C and O mean? The comfy and openness mean in terms of our morning routine? The author then suggests something to us that if you start your day where you're waking up to a buzzing alarm and then heading off straight to work, it's an absolute recipe. It's a recipe for anxiety. It just makes sense. Now you get up to a buzzing alarm, you quickly go and have your shower, get dressed, run out the door, head off to work, and your day is going to be on the run all day long. So what the author suggests here is that we need to introduce and start our day in a calm state. So the calmness is something that we need to think about and add to our daily routine. So what the author means by calmness is that he suggests that we start with serenity. Start your day with serenity, and you can achieve serenity through meditation or prayer. Given that we're, or most of us, are Christian, it would make more sense to start your day with prayer, where you can become one with God, one with your thoughts, and one with your prayer. And with your prayer, you can close your eyes, you can breathe, and you can experiment doing different things. But it's important for you to be grounded and serene first thing in the morning, so you get off to a good start. The O for openness basically means that the author invites us to be open with ourselves and open with others. And what we need to do is to consider re-establishing the connections that will help foster personal growth. The author suggests that you reach out to people throughout the day, and we've learned a lot of this along the way through our lives. Be the first to say good morning, be the first to say hello, make contact with people that you haven't contacted for a while, and to try and make others just feel good about themselves, and to practice gratitude. Once again, it's all about getting off to a good start. So rather than being on the run and being stressed and worried and breathless, I guess, first thing in the morning, one of the good things that this author suggests is to try and start in a serene way and to be open with yourself and with others. With this openness, the author here also mentions the importance of journaling. So to journal your thoughts and to take a deeper look at your vulnerability, what your desires are, what your fears are, and what you're grateful for. Because if you can sit down and think about these things and journal them and mull over them, it sets you up for a better day. So the next couple of words is that you need to move your body and get yourself laughing. Because what your author is saying is that by moving your body and getting yourself laughing, you're stimulating your brain, and you're also getting your blood flow pumping through your veins and through your body, and it's a quick win. So you can start with a walk, some push-ups, some sort of exercise, but also find some time to have a bit of a laugh. Have a bit of a laugh at something just to loosen you up and get you happy at that first start of the day. And the last thing that the author here talks about is that it's important to make sure that you're learning something new on a daily basis and you're growing your passions. There's no use going from one day to the next, to the next, to the next, and not ticking the boxes that you want to tick in your life. You know, to not learn something new, to not experiment, to not expand yourself, you know, is a bit of you know, I guess it's a bit of a waste, I guess is the best way of describing it. So the author here says that what you need to do, or what we all need to do, is to find our passions, refine our passions. And the way you do that is that you try and feel young, but think old. So to feel young, the author says that what we need to do is to look forward and to look at the things that we used to look forward to most when we were children. You know, thinking about when you were a kid, what were the things that you looked forward to most? Because generally they're the sort of things that make you feel happy. So try and incorporate a lot of those things into your life, but also to think old. And by thinking old, what the author is meaning by that is to eliminate the immature mindsets. There's no need to try and be cool. There's no need to try and fit in. All of these things are just immature mindsets that we've had carry over from our pasts. So the author is talking about a call to action, and that call to action is to avoid, wherever possible, social pressure. So something to contemplate, something to mull over, and the sort of things that I do of a morning to get me going. And I've been doing it for the past year, which brings me absolutely delight and a lot of comfort in my life. For example, is I do my gym's 5 a.m. club, where my objective is very, very simple. My objective is to highlight and showcase the beauty of this country that we live in, be it Sydney, be it Nelson Bay, wherever, be it the Hunter, doesn't matter. Wherever I go, I try and look for the elements that make that place special and stand out, and I use that as a backdrop where I try and highlight and showcase the beauty of this country that we live in, and I try and overlay it with a message of empowerment, a message that can help lift ourselves, lift others, so that we can become partners in each other's development, which fits in beautifully. It dovetails into this book summary that I'm doing right now, because learning and growing your passions is something that's near and dear to my heart, and something that I guess we all should try and indulge in wherever possible, because life is moving on at a rapid pace. The years are evaporating, believe it or not. So you don't want to leave till tomorrow what you can do today. So let's finish off this 5 a.m. club. The day's starting to end. We've got the sun down. We've got the beautiful orange tinge and the pink clouds just celebrating this beautiful end of the day. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable. And most importantly, let's make the most of it. Take care, and I look forward to coming to you again tomorrow from a different location with a different message. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I might go to Barooby Point. I might go to the sand dunes there at Fingal Bay. Not sure, depending on the weather, depending on the cloud cover. But we'll do something special tomorrow. And I think that'll be it. So thank you. Take care. As you can see, I've been painting. Paula had me painting up here this afternoon, so I've painted a couple of doors. A couple of doors that I painted a few months ago, actually a couple of years ago now, when Paula was overseas. I painted a couple of doors, and silly me, put acrylic paint over oil paint, and it started to bubble. So I had to scrape them back, had to sand them back, put an undercoat this time, because we went to Bunnings and they advised us to put an undercoat. So I put an undercoat and then went over it with an acrylic semi-gloss. Hopefully it'll last for a little while and I won't have to do it again. It is a little bit embarrassing, but what the heck. We got it fixed in the end. Anyway, ciao everybody, yasas, and let me give you a final 360 showing you where I am and celebrating another awesome day in an awesome part of the world, Port Stephens, and we're at Little Beach, and we're signing off. Bye for now.